morning. I am in a very good mood today because even though I slept like absolute shit, my new mattress is here. Thank freaking God. You guys, I have been like living in the most uncomfortable bed situation. Let me like explain. I feel like I've never talked about this publicly before because I was trying to ignore it for a long time. When I first moved in to this apartment, I had to buy all new furniture. It was like, I owned nothing. I bought a bed that was like a pretty, it was from like a website where you could buy like cheaper beds. Basically, it's super cute. I love it. It actually works out very nicely. But then I bought a mattress, and it was one of those mattresses that come in a box, kind of like this one. But somehow I bought like the 5-inch one, which I don't even know why they make that. Maybe like for camping, but it's too heavy to bring camping. Anyway, it's like this thick. It has been awful since June, and it's now the end of January, and I've been suffering with it. Since it's so thin, one time I like kneeled on it to like pull, see how there's like a string light above my bed? I like kneeled on it to pull that, and my knee just went like straight through the wood in the box spring or the bed or whatever it is. So now I've been sleeping on like a dip. It's just absolutely ridiculous. So I finally was like, really, get your shit together. You're 30 years old. You need a bed that allows you to get sleep. And so we got one, and fingers crossed it's actually good. I believe it's like either 10 or 12 inches. I can't remember which one I ended up getting, but it had really good reviews. So let's open it now before I go to the bank. I'm gonna do some more adult things. I'm opening a business bank account today for the first time, something that I should have done 5 years ago, but we can't all be perfect, okay? But I wanna open this up because I know that it can take a while for it to like fully expand. So let's just like, what's that word? Fast track this. Time warp? Why don't I know what I'm saying? Anyway, fast forward. So, did I do that the way that you're supposed to? Unlikely. Was it the most effective way? I believe so. So it said to give it up to 48 hours to fully expand. So we're gonna give it some time. It's already like pretty juicy on this side. I hope it evens out, or I will still be sleeping in a dip, but we shall discover that when I get back from getting a bank account. I have a bank account, just like so everyone knows I have a bank account. This is just a business one. Not me fucking sweating. Stop, drop, and chug, everyone. It is raining in San Diego, which has been happening more frequently. I feel like this is oh, hello. I feel like it's just like a wintertime thing. Anyway, after the bank, I went back to Target, finally got my like planners and stuff like that. Ooh, that scared the shit out of me. Someone knocked on my window asking for money. I don't have any cash, unfortunately, but now I'm ready to go home. I will see you when we get there. All right, mattress is looking good and thick. It's heavy AF. I might need to ask Curtis to come over tonight and help me, but I feel like this is going to be really nice. We're gonna test it together, okay? Wow. Oh, thank God. Just excuse me while I lay here for a moment. Okay, how stinking cute is this that I just made? It's Wonder Noodles, which are just like shirataki noodles, which you guys, I love for stir fries. Beyond Beef, 1 egg. We've got carrots, broccoli, cauliflower, onions, mushrooms, and some liquid aminos and lots of garlic. It is delicious. I'm very proud of myself, and I'm eating it with chopsticks. By the way, these noodles are from Thrive Market. They're from my Thrive Market order. I just got the ramen style Wonder Noodles. They are so good. Remember, use my link, save 25% on your order. Add these if they're available. Highly recommend. And get like some soy sauce or coconut aminos or liquid aminos or whatever to make yourself a little stir fry, because holy smoly. Good morning. All right, you guys, finally got my prints from the last vlog that I was talking about. So I'm gonna put them in the frames and hang them up. I also have like the most crazy town, wild story to tell you about picking up these prints. So just stay tuned. All right, please excuse this weird ass angle, but I'm about to hang the butts. Oh, they're so cute in the frame over the toilet here with my little handy dandy mini hammer. Isn't this so cute? I feel so funny with it because this is literally the only hammer I own, but also it like unscrews and it becomes a screwdriver, and there's like multiple like tips and points. I just think that that's so cute. It's draft print, which is my favorite simply because I'm tall. But anyway, let's see if we can put this up. What do we think? All right. Okay, so stinking cute. I love it. It's right above the toilet next to my mirror. I think that's adorable. And now I'm going to put the other one, I think just above where, you know, this towel rack is. All right, and there we have the boobies. It's so cute. I feel like it brings the bathroom together. It really matches. I love the gold frame, and I love that there's like the glass border around it. Oh, yes, okay. Need to get some clean towels out here, but so freaking cute. I'm gonna see if I can find, I was having trouble finding the Etsy account that I ordered them from. So, oh my gosh, I love how you can see it in my mirror pictures now. That's so cute. I wonder if I'll get yelled at on Instagram for posting them. But I will see if I can find the Etsy account I ordered them from so that I can put it in the description. I'm not positive which exact one it was, but you can totally just go to Etsy and search like boobs and butts prints. Hello. Okay, so many things to say. This vlog, you know, because you clicked on it to watch it, is going to be like a grocery haul situation, which I'm really excited to dive into. We're gonna make like a grocery list in a minute here. I'm just finishing uploading my episode with Justine Snacks. If you guys know her from TikTok, I'm so excited. So that episode is going on my podcast, the Bold Bodied Podcast. Follow me if you don't already, which I don't know why you wouldn't be, or subscribe to it, whatever it is, you know what I mean. But yeah, we had a really great episode, and I'm really excited about this episode, like specifically because I've recently shifted a lot of the stuff in my podcast, and like it's kind of been like a slow shift, but I feel like it's becoming just like more of an experience, and it feels more professional and like fun, and I don't know, all the things. Just go listen and check it out and let me know what you think. I'm feeling really good feels about it. So plus Justine is awesome, and you guys are here because you want food content. She, you know, makes food on her TikTok all the time. We discussed things like what it means to be healthy for you in your own body, like making those decisions, intuitive eating, all the things. And then also just like how she rose to TikTok fame by like cooking snacks in her kitchen, because I thought that was pretty interesting. All right, we're gonna shift so you guys can see some palm trees in the background. I think that that's nice and vibey. I want to tell you guys a quick story. It's what I was mentioning before when I was talking about, now I just heard a sound and scared myself. I'm about to tell you a scary story, and I just heard a sound in my apartment. Anyway, it's what I was like mentioning when I said like I have a story to tell you about like when I went to pick up the prints, and I was debating like putting this in my Instagram story. I don't know, like I just don't know what I'm supposed to share, what I'm not supposed to share, but I'm just gonna tell you because it just feels like something, like a story that's worthy of being shared. I have a platform, and it can just like raise some awareness for you to be more aware of things. So I went to Staples to pick up the prints. When I got there in the parking lot, you know, when I'm driving, I typically get like the most ideas and downloads for like Instagram posts to write and things that I want to create. And obviously since I'm driving, like I'm not taking out my phone and like writing it right then. So usually when I park, I'll like sit for 5 minutes and like go into the notes section of my phone and just like write out the ideas that came through to me so I don't forget them. I had done that, and then I went into the store, came back out, and noticed like, oh, there's a Starbucks drive-through in the same parking lot. So I went and drove through the Starbucks, and when I came out of there, this like man approached me. He just like walked up to my car, and at first he made me like a little nervous, and then he said he was a sheriff, but he didn't, his like badge was just like, it just looked like a laminated like card. So I don't, you know, I have no idea how official or not it was. He, you know, asked me if I had noticed the guy who parked next to me when I had been parked at Staples, you know, 20 minutes before. And I was like, why have you been watching me? And I was like, no, like I didn't notice anything, sorry. And he was like, you didn't notice that he like pulled in next to you, had his door open, and then pulled out and pulled into the other side of you? And I was like, no, I did not. Like, I'm sorry, I don't have any information for you. And I'm getting ready to drive away. And he basically just was like, you were almost the victim of a crime. And I'm like, okay, wait, excuse me, what? And he's like, I'm a sheriff. He is a registered sex offender on GPS. I'm just, you know, I've been following him. So I was like, oh, like, okay. And then he just goes, sorry, and like walks away. So I drove off and I was like, well, that was bizarre. And like, the more I was thinking about it, the more like just sketched out I was at the whole situation. Like the sheriff thing didn't feel legitimate to me. And I don't know. So I called Curtis, I called my mom. I was like, what do I do? So I ended up just like calling the police department, non-emergency line, and, you know, explaining it to them. They transferred me around to a whole bunch of people, basically said that they didn't see that they had a sheriff there, like on their GPS at all. And they couldn't confirm if it was like legitimate or not. So, I mean, I filed, you know, a report with them, and that's kind of all the information I had. They were not very helpful in like calming me or anything. So I didn't stay here at my apartment last night. I went to my friend Aaron's for dinner. And then when Curtis got out of work, I went to his place so that I could just spend the night there. I feel fine and safe in my house right now, but it was just like alarming. But it was just, you know, something that I was talking to my mom about yesterday. She was like, you've got to be careful, like being on the parking lot and being in a parking lot and being on your phone, because it's just, that shows people that you're not paying attention. I don't know. I'm going to need to find some other solution, because I know for me, it's typically, sometimes obviously it's just like scrolling through Instagram or whatever, but typically it's like, no, I have these ideas and I need to get them on, you know, paper on my phone before I forget them. I don't know, I'm gonna figure out a different system, maybe some voice memos or something, but I just kind of wanted to like bring some more awareness to that, because I don't know what was supposed to be happening. I don't know who the bad guy, quote unquote, was in the situation, if anything was actually real, if it was not. Either way, it made me nervous, and I just wanted to bring some awareness to that. Like, make sure that you're being safe, being aware of your surroundings. That's something I need to work on. I am so just like in my own zone, in my own world all the time. And I don't really pay attention to what's going on around me. And I know that like can provide some problems for me. Also just like carrying something, you know, a lot of people carry pepper spray, things like that. I personally carry this. I think I showed you guys this before. It is a birdie. It's from the company She's Birdie. They sent me 2 of them. But essentially, it's just like this little alarm system. And when you pull this out, I'll show you in a minute, it like flashes lights and it makes a really loud sound. So just be warned, in like a few seconds, that's going to happen. 3, 2, 1. So super loud. And it basically is just like, if someone comes up to you, you can use that. So last night when I was like, my nerves were all rattled, I just like was walking around with it in my hand, and it made me feel safer, because it's just like, okay, well, if anything happens, like I can just pull this and I can have, you know, scare the person who is coming towards me and maybe like get some awareness of people around me. So highly recommend. Again, this is not sponsored. It's not like an affiliate link or anything like that, but I will put their link in the description. They're super inexpensive. I just highly recommend grabbing like a bunch for yourself, your friends, your sisters, whoever. That's my little spiel there. So we are going to go grocery shopping, and this week, this is going to be like a little 2-part process for me. You guys know how I like to eat is I don't like to have like food rules. I don't like to make it really difficult for myself, because I know that that's how I fall into patterns, and just like get angry at myself for like not following the rules. You know what I'm saying? So I know I am mentally healthier when I'm not following a diet, when I don't have restrictions, when I'm not following a meal plan. Ideally, if I could like have some sort of meal plan structured for the week, I would love that, because it would make grocery shopping a lot easier. But what I find is that when I like try to plan out what I'm going to eat ahead of time, like for dinner and lunch throughout the week, a lot of times just I'm like not in the mood for what I had originally planned, and then food goes bad and stuff like that. So I feel like I've got a system that It's not necessarily duplicatable, but I hope that me sharing what I do will just help you with some ideas. What I'm going to do right now is just make a quick list. My fridge and all the stuff is pretty much like on empty. It's been rough the past, few days. I just haven't felt like going grocery shopping. I've been doing a lot of Uber Eats, but we are done with those small order fees and, just with eating out when I could be cooking at home, which is something I want to like be more conscious of and intentional about too. Just like having that connection with my food really helps me to not, binge and not fall into like old bad patterns when it came to food that didn't make me feel good. So I don't know, tonight I'm actually going to cook that feta pasta that's been like going around TikTok. It just looks so freaking good to me. So we're gonna make that. I will vlog it. I already did my Thrive order for this month, which Thrive is basically just like an online website grocery store that gets you like Whole Foods style foods at Aldi prices. Organic, really good options that have really good ingredients, and it just doesn't cost a lot. I've shared about them before, all over the place. I really like them. Just ordered a few of like the staples that I wanted, and now I'm going to go to the grocery store just to get the other things that I still need. Back from the grocery store, clearly. Recently, my friend Stephanie introduced me to like the concept of bargain grocery outlets, which I'd never really like heard of or been to before. I'm now a big fan, and let me tell you why. So let's see, today on all the things that I'm gonna show you, I spent $63.05, and it says that I saved $65.90 in comparison to like how much each of those food items would be at like a normal grocery store. So I used to have like this weird, because I've been working on my money mindset for like a long time. I went through this phase of like, just spend money, what you spend returns to you in overflow and all of that stuff. And I believe in that fully. I don't think that we should have to like search for sales or bargains in order to get what we want. However, if I can get the same food for a lower price and then spend more of my money on things that like excite me, like the cleaning people who are coming for the first time tomorrow, which I'm very pumped about, like the facial that I just signed myself up for today, because I spent $63 instead of over $120 on my food for the week, then like I'm freaking happy to do that. So 2 bags of pasta, these were like 70 cents each, something crazy. I'm gonna use these ones for the feta cheese pasta tonight. Impossible burgers, just 2 sets of 2. These are, both of these together, $5 at this bargain outlet. But like one of these is like $9 at my regular grocery store. That's wild. I don't think that these are necessarily healthier. I just actually genuinely like the taste better. It has like this like weird greasy, like sticky taste in potato hash browns, which I just am like not about. So these don't have that, and that's why I like them. Bananas, which I like for my oatmeal and my shakes. Salad kits, of course, my beloved Caesar. I'm obsessed with Caesar recently. And then I got this one because it sounded good, kale, cranberry pecan. So I think I'm gonna have like some of this with my pasta tonight. Microwavable broccoli and cauliflower. I got some zucchini, avocados. I always love to have mushrooms just for stir fries, eggs. I throw it in pretty much like everything that I make. I got some berries this week because that sounded good. I grabbed 2 things of the feta cheese. So I just need 1 for tonight for the pasta, but they were like 2 for $6. So I was like, why not? They're tomato and basil flavored. And we'll see, maybe I'll make the pasta again. Maybe I will just like eat it on salads and stuff. Garlic, because I was needing it. Lots of tomatoes for the pasta. Oats, because I was out of oats. And you guys, organic old-fashioned oats, 99 cents at this store. Ice cream, I love these like ice cream pints that you can like eat the whole pint and not feel like gross afterwards, because I will eat the whole pint, whether I will feel gross or not. So know yourself. I grabbed just these sparkling ice things because they're like a little sweet for me, but I like the idea of mixing these with some sparkling water. Like I have my soda stream up there. I just make sparkling water in there all the time, and kind of having it as a drink because I'm doing dry February, if I did not mention that yet. These were 2 for $1, and it's just like coconut milk yogurt with, you know, like little cocoa nibs, like kind of stuff like I like to just grab. I don't like to buy too many of them because I feel like I get sick of what I'm eating, you know, so then they just like sit in the fridge. So I just like to buy it weekly instead of stocking up like for the month or whatever, because I know I get tired of it. Basil garlic pesto, I thought that sounded really good with like that other like penne pasta and like some zucchini in there. Doesn't that sound yummy? And then I thought it would be really good like with this kale cranberry pecan salad on the side. That sounded good to me. And then the last thing is the eggs. So that is the grocery situation for this week. When the Thrive order comes in, that will be like the rest of what I need. I already know what I got from there. It was a lot of like snacky stuff, and I got some oat milk and coffee creamers and stuff. So I will share that box with you guys when it arrives. For now, we're gonna put this away, and then we're gonna make that feta pasta. So here is the deal with the pasta. First, you preheat your oven to 400 degrees, and then at some point you boil the pasta so it cooks, because it cooks separately. So I'm gonna get the rest of the stuff going in the oven, and then I will do the pasta. I still have these from like the holidays. So we're gonna go with the easy cleanup situation. Oven's preheated, we're good to go. You're gonna dump your, oh, I'm gonna wash these first, be right back. Dump your clean tomatoes into the pan. I'm gonna use both of these containers. I'm gonna drizzle olive oil, like a good amount. I'm gonna use salt, pepper, a little bit of thyme, and then what I have of this Italian seasoning. Okay, I'm gonna add some garlic next, just like a big scoop. And then I personally am going to add mushrooms, because I love mushrooms, and some onions, just because I have them already cut and ready to be used. Beautiful. Okay, so this is what we've got. I have a feeling this is gonna be so good, you guys. And then I'm just gonna put this in the oven for 40 to 45 minutes. All right, so it was in for 45 minutes, and now I guess we just stir this up. It smells so good. Here is my bowl. Let's take a bite together. It is hot. This is really, really good. Highly recommend. It was so easy, and I'm gonna have leftovers for like freaking days. I'm going to mix this up. I usually eat like half the bag, to be honest, when I eat it. So I'm gonna do that. Eat this pasta, watch some TV, and then get ready for bed. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. I feel very satisfied. The cleaning crew came for the first time today, and my Thrive box is here, and I bought myself new flowers. So I am going to make myself some lunch, and then we will open this baby up. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, this is how I look right now. I'm gonna put it on the screen. So we are going to do this unboxing this way to avoid any, potential nip slips and things of that nature. Again, the reason that I love Thrive Market, I've gotten some questions, Packed with Love by Rosa, thank you Rosa, about what makes this different from a grocery store. And for me, I personally just, number one, like not having to go to grocery stores quite as often. This doesn't replace my grocery store visits personally. You could use it for that, but I like to just get like specific things from it. I would describe it as Whole Foods options on an Aldi budget. So you get like organic ingredients, foods that you would find in, stores like Whole Foods, but it doesn't break the freaking bank. And they also have zero waste distribution centers, which cannot be said for at least the majority of grocery stores. I don't know if any grocery stores have zero waste centers. And every paid membership from people like you and me allows them to give a free membership to a low-income family, a veteran, or a healthcare worker, which I just think is so amazing.
brings you breakfast in bed and doesn't mess with your head. No, but you don't answer to no one. Cause you got way too many scars from people tearing you